In problem 6, we're looking at the axiom to validate each statement. So we're looking at the more modern interpretation of this. So if we were told that A equals B and C equals B, then A is equal to C. So this is an example of two things, A and C are equal to the same thing, B, therefore they're equal to each other. That's called the transitive property. Now you could also call this an example of substitution as well, because you could be taking statement 1, A equals B, and replace B with its equivalent C to get this new statement. So that can be transitive property or substitution. Example B, you have if x equals y, then x minus 8 equals y minus 8. So again, here you started with an equation x equals y, you removed the same thing, 8, from each side, and you wound up with a statement. This is an example of subtraction property. C, you start with x equal to y, but this time you add 8 to both sides. So again, if you started with the equation x equals y and add 8 to one side, you can balance the equation by adding it to the other side as well. That's an example of the addition property. On D, you're given AB is equal to AB, so something is equal to itself. That's an example of the reflexive property. And then finally, in the last example, if y is equal to x squared plus 2, then 2y is equal to 2 times the quantity x squared plus 2. So when you look at this example, you can think of it as being substitution. For here, if we took this equation 2y, or this expression 2y, and we substituted in the equivalent to y, we would get 2 times x squared plus y. So all we did here was we used substitution. Okay, so this is an example. Again, I put only here because it's not an example of transitive property. It's only an example of substitution.